No one ever explained how money truly works, and that silence slowly shaped his future in ways he never understood at the time. He believed hard work alone would guarantee success, yet every month his bank balance kept proving that belief completely wrong. This is not just his experience. Millions of ordinary people across America and the UK are living this exact reality today. They wake up early, commute long hours, give their best energy to jobs that barely move them forward financially. Since childhood, they were told to study hard, get a stable job, and everything else would eventually fall into place. But no one ever showed them the hidden system behind wealth, investing, assets, and long-term financial independence. Instead, they learned how to spend faster, upgrade lifestyles quickly, and compare themselves with strangers online. They understood credit cards before understanding assets, debt before learning ownership, pressure before learning strategy. Slowly, financial stress began affecting relationships, mental health, and confidence without them even realizing it. The pressure became quiet but constant, like a background noise that never truly disappears from daily life. Most people don't realize their financial behaviors are copied from childhood environments filled with fear or confusion. They repeat habits they watched growing up, never questioning whether those habits actually create wealth. Schools prepare students for exams and careers, but rarely prepare them for managing real-world money. So adulthood begins with ambition and dreams, but without practical knowledge about financial survival. The first paycheck feels empowering, yet the same spending cycle quietly continues underneath the excitement. Then one unexpected event shifts everything, exposing how fragile financial stability can truly be. In a single moment, income disappears, confidence shakes, and fear becomes louder than logic. That night, walking alone under city lights, he started questioning everything he had been taught. He realized earning money and understanding money are two completely different skills, and for the first time, he admitted that mindset, not income, was his biggest weakness. He stopped blaming circumstances and started studying people who had built real, lasting wealth over decades, not overnight. He noticed they thought differently, moved differently, and made decisions based on long-term freedom rather than short-term comfort. They were not smarter, not luckier, but they understood the rules of money earlier than everyone else. And the biggest difference was patience, something modern society rarely rewards or even encourages. He began tracking every dollar, not out of fear, but out of clarity and control over his future. For the first time, money became a tool instead of a source of anxiety and silent pressure. He learned that income alone never creates wealth. Ownership, systems, and discipline do. He reduced unnecessary expenses, not to suffer, but to create space for opportunity and growth. Slowly, small investments replaced impulsive purchases that once gave only temporary satisfaction. And that shift began changing his identity, not just his bank account. He stopped seeking approval from others and started building quiet confidence through consistent financial habits. His lifestyle looked simpler, but his future was becoming stronger every single day. Most people around him didn't understand the change, and some even mocked his discipline. But he realized that comfort and growth rarely exist in the same environment. He accepted loneliness as a temporary price for long-term independence. Instead of chasing trends, he focused on assets that worked even while he slept. Time became his biggest partner, and patience became his greatest competitive advantage. He stopped reacting emotionally to market news and started thinking like a strategist. That mindset shift separated him from the crowd more than any salary increase ever could. Because real wealth grows slowly, quietly, and often invisibly in the beginning. Years passed, and the results began appearing in ways that surprised even him. Stress reduced, choices expanded, and his confidence became calm rather than loud. He no longer feared emergencies because preparation had replaced uncertainty. and freedom started to feel real, not just a motivational idea. He realized financial independence is not about luxury, but about control over time, the ability to choose where to work, when to rest, and how to live. Many people think wealth changes who you are, but in reality, it reveals who you already were. It amplifies discipline, exposes weaknesses, and rewards consistency. And the journey begins long before the visible success arrives. It begins with awareness, education, and small daily decisions. Today, he shares his knowledge because he remembers the confusion he once felt. He knows that information alone is not enough. Action creates transformation. Most people are only one mindset shift away from changing their entire financial future, but fear, comfort, and distraction keep them stuck in familiar patterns. The system rewards those who think long-term while others chase instant rewards. And social media often hides the years of patience behind every success story. He teaches others to build quietly and let results speak later, because loud beginnings rarely create strong financial foundations. Instead, discipline, focus, and strategy build unstoppable momentum over time. And momentum, once created, becomes difficult to stop. The first 100,000 felt impossible once, but later became only the beginning. Wealth is not a destination, it is a continuous process of growth and awareness. He still learns, adapts, and evolves with changing markets and opportunities. Because the world changes, and successful people change with it. He no longer fears uncertainty because he understands risk and preparation. Financial confidence creates emotional stability and stronger decision-making. And that stability improves every area of life, not only money. Relationships become healthier when financial pressure disappears. Creativity increases when survival is no longer the main focus. And true freedom allows individuals to contribute, not just consume. He now invests in people, ideas, and businesses that create long-term value. Because impact, not income, becomes the ultimate measure of success. The journey that began with confusion now inspires thousands, and it proves that ordinary people can build extraordinary futures. The difference lies in awareness, patience, and consistent action. Every decision compounds, every habit shapes identity, and every year builds momentum. If you change your mindset today, your future begins changing immediately. You don't need perfection, you need direction and discipline. The earlier you start, the more powerful time becomes, and time rewards those who respect it. Your financial story is still being written, and every day is a new chapter. You can repeat old patterns or create a new legacy. The choice may seem small today, but it defines your future. Freedom begins when awareness replaces ignorance, and awareness grows when you take responsibility. No one will save your future except your present decisions. Start small, stay consistent, and trust the process. Because every empire once began with a single disciplined step. The question is not whether wealth is possible, but whether you are ready. And the best time to begin was yesterday, but the second best time is today. In the next video, I'll reveal something about money that 90% of people never discover. If you don't want to be left behind, subscribe now and start thinking differently today.